Heathcliff, please. Ellen, show the gentleman to the guest room.
Yes, mistress. This way, sir.
Must have been a fine old house once.
This is Wuthering Heights, sir.
Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people.
Good Lord, when's the window open?
Let me in! Heathcliff!
Hold hand, grab my wrist! Kathy, wait for me! Kathy!
Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in a church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong?
Wuthering Heights was once a well-kept estate, owned by Master Earnshaw.
But one day, Master Earnshaw returned from Liverpool with a foundling boy.
A dark, savage-looking gypsy lad with dreadful marks of abuse down his back.
Don't touch me! Let me alone!
You're safe now. No one will hurt you again. Kathy, Hindley, this little guest will pay us a visit for a while. Hindley, you'll sleep in your room.
I won't let him! He's a dirty gypsy! You never had a father, you gypsy beggar! And you'll never have mine!
Heathcliff, look out! He has a stone! Henley! He's bleeding!
Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people.
Kathy was 18 and Henley passed 21 when Mr. Earnshaw died.
On the very day of his funeral. You're not going in there to look at my father's body, Heathcliff. I am the master of Wuthering Heights now. And if you want to stay here, we've need of a stable boy. By the time I get back in here, I want these stables scrubbed. And if they're not, I will thrash you until my arms are off.
Father Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care? All the lonely people, where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong?
Nellie, Edgar Linton has asked me to marry him. I accepted, say whether it was wrong. Do you love Mr. Edgar? Of course. Why, Miss Kathy? Because he is handsome. Bad. Because he is young and cheerful. Bad still. And because he loves me. Indifference coming there. And he will be rich, and I will be the greatest woman of the neighborhood. Worst of all, you love Mr. Edgar because he is handsome, young, cheerful, rich, and loves you? The last however goes for nothing. You would love him without that, and with it you wouldn't, unless he possessed four former attractions. But there are other handsome, rich young men in the world, handsomer and richer than he is. What should hinder you from loving them? I've seen that like Edgar. You may see some, and he will always be handsome and young, and may not always be rich. I have only to do with the present. Then marry Mr. Linton. I shall, and yet you have not told me what they're right. Perfectly right. People be right to marry only for the present. Your brother will be pleased. You will escape from a disorderly, functionless home into a wealthy, respectable one. And you love Edgar, and Edgar loves you. All seems smooth and easy. Where are the obstacles? Here and in here, in my soul and in my heart, I'm convinced I'm wrong. And if my wicked brother had not brought Heathcliff so low, I shouldn't have thought of it. But it would degrade me to marry Heathcliff now, so he shall never know I love him. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. Nellie, I am Heathcliff.
Miss Isabella Linton.
I was passing by and my horse was lame. Mr. Heathcliff, my brother and Kathy received you most shamefully last night.
Your brother didn't send you with this apology, did he?
No, in fact, he's forbidden me to...
Speak to me, and Kathy also forbade you.
Yes.
Miss Isabella, you didn't come here because your horse went lame. You came because you're lonely. Is that correct?
Yes.
Then you needn't be lonely anymore.
Isabella, he's using you to be near me, to rouse something in me.
No, you are vain, Kathy. Heathcliff is in love with me. He's kissed me, held me in his arms, told me he loves me, asked me to marry him, and I've said yes. You're mad with jealousy at the thought of my marrying him because you want him to dream of you, pine for you while you're safe as the lovely Mrs. Edgar Linton.
Heathcliff, you mustn't do this villainous thing. To marry Isabella, she's never harmed you.
But you've harmed me.
Then punish me.
Every moment I hold her in my arms, when I kiss her, you'll be punished. If only your heart were greater than your dull care for the world and its conventions, I'd live silent and content in your shadows as I used to. But you had to destroy me without weakness you call virtue.
You had to keep me tormented with that cruelty you think so pious. You wanted a life of luxury while keeping me your despairing lover. Well, you didn't think of me now as your despairing and foolish lover. You can think of me as Isabella's husband. Kathy, my life!
Will you be happy, Heathcliff, when I'm gone?
Never. There will be no peace for me, ever. Oh, why did you betray your heart, Kathy? I loved you. What right had you to throw that love away for the dull finish of seeing Philip Edgar Linton? Nothing could have parted this, Kathy. You did that alone.
Heathcliff, forgive me.
Oh, Kathy, I love you.
Let me look at the moors with you one last time. I'll be waiting there until you come.
Kathy? And then haunt me! Be with me forever! I can't live without my life! I can't live without my soul!
Died in the church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came, Father Mackenzie, wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved, all the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong?
Mr. Heathcliff, you've spent your life in revenge. But however miserable you make Hareton and me, we also have revenge. That of knowing your cruelty arises from your greater misery. You are forever miserable, lonely and envious as the devil. Nobody loves you and nobody will cry when you are gone.
Oh, look at all the lonely people. Oh, look at all the lonely people.
I observed the master's window swinging open and the rain driving straight in. Heathcliff's eyes met mine. I started, and he was completely still. The lattice had grazed one hand that rested on the sill, and when I put my fingers to it, I could doubt no more. Heathcliff was dead. An odd thing happened to me about a month ago. I was going to Thrushcross Grange one evening. What is the matter, my little man?
I see Heathcliff and Catherine yonder, alive, wandering the moors arm in arm. I dare not pass him.